Hi Bold Bakers! We have made pizza in many different shapes and sizes here on Bigger Bolder Baking. We have made it in a mug, we have made it into a monkey bread, and today we are going to make it into a delicious scone. So let's get baking. These scones are incredibly simple to make. We're going to whip them up by hand in one bowl in 5 minutes. So in a large bowl lined with a sieve, we're going to add in our flour, baking powder, baking soda, salt, and cornstarch, and then sift all these ingredients together. Cornstarch is also known as corn flour, and the reason that we add it is because it makes these scones incredibly soft. So I really recommend that you add it in. If you don't have it, then feel free to leave it out. Okay, that's our dry ingredients. Now we're going to add in all those lovely flavors that make up a pizza. First up, we're going to grate in some cheese. Now you can use mozzarella, however I am using Irish cheddar because I am all about Irish cheddar and its deliciousness. So just grate that straight into the bowl. While I have the grater here, I'm going to grate in my frozen butter. Now you've seen me do this trick before. You want to get your paper around the bottom, frozen stick of butter, pop them into the freezer for 10 minutes, and then just grate it straight in. Now the reason that I do this is because it gives you lovely tiny little bits of butter that go all the way throughout your scone mix. And also, you don't get your hands buttery. As you can see, I am not shy with the butter in this recipe, or actually in a lot of my recipes, but butter is really what makes these scones lovely and light and soft. Now for me, my favorite pizza topping is pepperoni. I have these little mini pepperonis here, and I'm just going to scatter them in. If you don't like pepperoni, you can leave it out and add in your own favorite flavor. Now you can't have a pizza without tomatoes, so I have some sun-dried tomatoes here. I chopped them up nice and small. If you can't find sun-dried tomatoes, you can also use cubed fresh tomatoes. That'll work well too. Just make sure they're not too wet. Lastly, we're going to add in some dried Italian herbs for extra flavour. Now I gently just want to mix these ingredients together to put the butter and all the cheese and everything throughout. Oh my gosh, even the dried ingredients smell good. You can already see it's packed full of flavour. Now into this mix, we're going to add in some buttermilk. Now buttermilk makes them really lovely and soft. If you don't have buttermilk in your country, I did a video as part of Bold Baking Basics of how you can easily make it with some lemon juice and some milk. So I really recommend you do that. And last resort, if you really don't have it, you can always just mix in milk. And then just with a wooden spoon, gently mix it all together. Be careful not to over mix. We're just creating a wet batter. Okay, perfect, this is looking great. Now we're going to scoop it onto our baking tray. Now these scones are a little bit different than traditional scones because I'm not actually going to roll out my mix on the countertop. We're going to scoop it because the batter is so soft. So I have a scoop here that I dusted in flour. I'm going to get a nice big scoop and then place it on my tray lined with parchment paper. If you're having trouble with your batter, use a spoon to help get it out of the scoop. Give a nice little bit of room to each scone because they will spread out as they bake. Once they're all scooped, I have some egg wash here and I'm just going to brush them with it so they come out nice and golden brown from the oven. If you don't eat eggs, you can always use milk to wash them with. Now these little beauties are ready for the oven. Bake your scones at 425 degrees Fahrenheit or 220 degrees Celsius for roughly 15 to 18 minutes. I just had a sneaky little peek at my scones and I think they're done, so we're going to take them out. These scones look and smell amazing. They've got a beautiful golden brown on top, so you know they've got a nice crust. Okay, let's open this bad boy up so I can show you what it looks like on the inside. Look at that. Do you see how light and fluffy that is? That's all the butter, the buttermilk working their magic. It tastes just like a pizza all in one, but the best thing about it is that soft, gooey texture, the cheese, everything in there combined just makes for a real big and bold treat. If you like these delicious scones, I've got lots more videos like this, so make sure you tap that subscribe button, and I will see you back here every Monday and Thursday for more bigger, bolder baking.